What it do, family? It's your girl Tamika, and I am back with another video. Shout out to the family S&T squad, Drip Set. What it do? I appreciate you guys for coming back and tuning in. Now we're about to jump right into this video. Thousands of people flocked to Atlanta over the weekend to pay their respects and to lay Takeoff, aka Kershnick Ball, to rest. Now, this is a very, very hard thing for the city of Atlanta to swallow. Takeoff was very active in the community, and I mean, his imprint on the culture, you know what I mean, changed a lot of us. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. Reality have still not set in for me. I watched many clips of the funeral, and I still cannot believe that Takeoff is no longer with us, and it's really, really hard to even just say it out loud. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. Now, his homegoing was at State Farm Arena. It was completely sold out. I think that arena sits 20,000 people, and he had that many people there and then some. Now, there was a lot of people that came out. A lot of people was trying to figure out if Offset and Cardi B was going to be there, and they were there, in fact. As a matter of fact, man, a lot of these people are now starting to speak out after Takeoff was tragically murdered. And I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of like the wound reopening again. You know what I'm saying? You're starting to see these people who we knew it was gonna hurt, but now we're starting to see their vulnerability, and it's really, really hard to swallow. I'm gonna be honest with you. Offset. And you guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to play anything that they said in that funeral. I had the clips and I went back and forth, but I feel like this family, you know what I'm saying, their privacy has already been invaded by so many numerous clips of Takeoff being murdered on the internet. I just wanted to leave something, you know what I'm saying, for them not to be so publicized, you know what I mean? And it's so tacky to me that the only thing that they asked for was the family not to take pictures, or people who was there not to take pictures or record. And of course, you know that people are still going to be ignorant. Now, a lot of people was worried about Quavo. This is what he said at the funeral. He said, "Dear Take, it's so hard to tell you I'm gonna miss you because you always with me. And we did everything together. Since we were kids, you've been by my side, looking up at me. Them eyes, waiting on me to make the next move. Then you followed up right behind me. You always made sure I did it first so you can do it right with me. You never competed with me. We were always on the same team. You hated playing against me because I was always playing too hard or too rough. Then I can hear mama say, son, not too rough, because I didn't like to lose. Remember our first dream was to be tag team partners in WWE? We fell in love with WWF wrestling. Man, we had every action figure. Though we was going to be pro wrestlers because the way he imitated all the wrestlers so good. And if you know Tate, his imitation skills are to the T. He can imitate anybody. Just ask Danny and P. This touched me in a lot of different ways, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie reading this. He then said, super quiet though, quietest in the room, but paid attention to everything going on in the room. Always been like that. Nothing never really bothered Taken. He didn't bother anybody. He the most unbothered person in the world. He never got mad. He never raised his voice. And when he did, he silenced the room because what Take said was law. And he wasn't changing his mind for nobody. Not even Unc could. You just got to let him cool off for about 30 minutes. But by far the funniest person in the room. Once you got him going, he wouldn't stop. And last but not least, he took time with everything. We called it Takeoff time. Whenever we would be running late to shows, he would always say, God will get us there on time. Some shows, God did. Some shows, we were late. The point is, though, he trusted God. And a lot of people said this about Takeoff character. So it's just like, it makes it even more harder, y'all. He said throughout this whole time, he had a real passion for music. It was his dream to become a rapper. Because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I tried everything, all the sports. After every game, I would come home and he would just sit there playing the game with the controller in his hand looking. And he could tell by my face that we had lost another game. So sports wasn't his thing because he saw me lose all the time. This is how I knew he was going to be a rapper. Growing up, he knew every song off the Hot Boys album. Every lyric, word for word. And he was cursing up a storm. Yo, I'm just thinking about Quavo mama. He said mama heard him rapping, took the CD, and said that music was too grown for us. Until we won the Boys and Girls Club talent show together, performing Get Your Roll On by Big Timers. It was all good then. You guys, you gotta love the people who's here with us. because nobody knows when the next time is going to be the last time. And for you people getting upset with people, having empathy for strangers and people that we don't know, and act like we're not supposed to be emotional because we seen somebody lose a son and a brother, shame on y'all. You don't got to know somebody to have empathy, and y'all just need to start normalizing being able to care for people. He said, this whole time I've been trying to figure out what you really are to me, because nephew wasn't it. We hated the word nephew, and when they said unconfused, because we always knew we were much closer than that, and it made me feel too old. But I knew you weren't my brother because you my sister's son, so I couldn't say brother. Now I finally get it. You are our angel, watching me and watching us this whole time in living form, making sure everyone felt your love and hugs while you were here, and you made our dreams come true. Whenever you spoke it, it manifested. And when you said God gonna do it, he did it. I'm just proud to be in your life. I'm proud to be your uncle. I'm proud we saw the world and done things we couldn't even imagine together. We laughed way more than we argued, and when we did it, I always was in the wrong every time. I guess mama made that the rule too. I'm proud to say I've seen your blessings. I've seen you bless me. You bless mama. You bless Shara. You bless Treat, Heaven, and Zeke. You will continue to send your blessings down from heaven. And I will continue to keep your name alive as long as I live. Now, what I am hoping for, you guys, and I'm not saying that it's not already in the making, but what I am hoping is I'm hoping that Takeoff death will bridge that gap between Quavo and Offset. When I'm reading this passage, I know that it's basically focused on Take. But when I'm seeing some of the people that Quavo was saying that Takeoff influence, it was just a little weird for me not to see Offset's name there. Now, I know that Quavo and Offset, they got a little debacle going on, a little situation. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't even be about them anymore, you know? Nothing should be that serious into where, like, it compromises a brotherhood. You dig? As you can see right now from this particular situation, none of that means nothing at the end of the day. You dig? All that's going to happen is you're going to find yourself running out of time and not being able to say the things to that person that you wanted to say to them. You dig what I mean? Because now they're not here no more. And everything that you're feeling, you're going to have to live with it. And that regret hurts more than anything. You dig? Now, I know that Offset and Take was on talking terms, so I'm pretty sure that everything is okay there. But what I'm saying is now that Quavo and Offset is here alone, they're going to have to, like, find a way to be family and be brothers again, because Takeoff death can't be in vain. You dig? Now, he ended it with saying, it's always my responsibility to look after my nephew and nieces. I would do that before we make moves or any decisions. We gonna always say what would Take think. Always been, ain't nothing gonna change. Me and you knew we was gonna always be with each other for life. And just like now, we gonna see each other again. I love you with all my heart. I'll never leave you. I guess God just ain't need my help. So can you ask him for me what I gotta do to be with you again? That right there, man. That just kind of like, whoo! In the place where there's no pain, no demons, no jealousy, no envy, no greed. Whatever we have to do, God to be at the place of paradise, send us the tools now, because we want to be with Tate. Love you, nephew. There were so many people that came out to pay tribute in their last respects to Takeoff during this homegoing. Chloe Bailey was there. She actually performed. You had the City Girls. I think JT and Young Miami, they was there. Drake came out, and of course he actually had some very, very touching words to say about Takeoff. It was really dope. And he actually postponed a couple of shows just to make sure that he can be there to support the brothers. Now, we already know the history of Drake and Migos, so it wasn't really like a no-brainer that he was not going to be there. Drake just don't play when it comes down to things like that, you know, and I was happy to see that he was there. Justin Bieber, you know, he's very close to Takeoff, and I did not even know that until after Takeoff had passed. But that was just Take, you know what I'm saying? That was his character. You never really knew what he was doing. He always moved in silence, but Justin Bieber performed. Now, a lot of people was wondering if Offset and Cardi B was going to be there, and in fact, they was. You know, and as a matter of fact, Cardi B actually, she made a post on IG, and she said, Takeoff, your untimely passing has brought a great deal of pain and sorrow to so many lives. The impact you had in this world was so considerable, and we have struggled to grasp this tragedy. I am heartbroken, but I am grateful for all the precious memories we got to share while you were here with us. This has truly been a nightmare, and the pain is incomparable. The emptiness your brothers are feeling is unbearable, and I pray that you give Offset, Quavo, and your friends and family the strength to keep going as they are, trying to cope with this loss. I believe that angels send signs and beautiful dreams to loved ones to assure them that they are watching them and they are okay and happy. Send your mom some of those prayers. As a Migos fan, it hurts me to look at these pictures and videos of y'all together and hearing y'all songs that changed the music industry and moved the culture and had the clubs lit. It hurts because I know it would never be the same again, and that's a fact. But I know your bros and y'all fans will make sure the world will never forget the impact you made. I will remember your remarkable talent and your dope-ass personality. I pray that you are at peace and in paradise because you deserve every bit of it. I know God opened the heavenly gates for you with a warm embrace. Rest in power, Takeoff. I will also love you for life and after. This is a celebrity death that hit me in a way that I would never thought it would have hit me like. You know what I'm saying? I kind of felt like this with Aaliyah and Nipsey, but Takeoff this was just, I didn't never see this. Wouldn't have never imagined it. It just don't make sense to this day, and I hope they lock all of these motherfuckers up. I don't care who it is. I'm sorry, y'all, but I just can't take it. P was there. Of course, you know, he had some very beautiful things to say about Takeoff. He also said on IG, when you lose someone you love, you gain an angel to look over you as life goes on. Long live Takeoff. And I mean, you know for a fact that Takeoff is going to make sure that his brothers and his mother and his family is okay. You dig? I know Takeoff is in heaven. Nobody's gonna tell me different. You dig? I just hate that his life was cut so short. He was just embarking on his light, you know. He's always been great with the Migos, but I also felt like sometimes other things overshadowed his talent. And people really did not understand how much he contributed to a lot of the flow. And I mean, when it comes down to lyrics, I mean, to be perfectly honest, man, he was the best out of the group. I mean, that's just a fact. He was very lyrically talented. My heart goes out to the family. It truly do. Takeoff, you're gonna forever be missed. The city of Atlanta is rock behind this, and fans all over the world, to be perfectly honest. Prayers out to the whole family once again. I really I pray for peace and everything for them. And until next video, I'ma catch y'all, dog. Peace.